What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Forza Horizon 2, taking the 1986 Honda Civic Si and turning it into a drift car. Now, this is a very stupid idea. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out of the way right at the beginning of the video. But I do believe that this somewhat stupid idea could turn out to be a very fun car in the end. So, what are we going to paint it? Well, I'm not actually sure. We should paint it something. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. There we go. Definitely the swirls. Yeah, that. I feel like this car is going to be really, like, it's going to be a really, like, it's just not a car you would expect to see doing this, so we might as well give it a ridiculous-looking paint job. Yes, I do want to leave the auto show because I need to customize the thing. Now, as far as what swaps we have available to us, I have no idea because I've never built one of these before, but we will find out soon enough.
How can I help?
So, let's see. As far as swaps go, we have a 2-liter inline 4 and a 1.6-liter turbo rally engine. I want the 1.6-liter turbo rally engine. I love that engine. I've got it in several other cars, and it's a ton of fun. Swapping into rear-wheel drive. Now, we get into the platform and handling. Upgrade the brakes all the way. Race brakes and race suspension. Oh, yeah, that drops it down quite a bit. Sweet. And actually, we'll put it on rally suspension, and then we'll drop the ride height all the way down so we get extra steering angle. Also going to take all the weight out of it. And we are going to bump the power up by removing the restrictor plates. Oh, yes. 433 horsepower. And 479 pound-feet of torque. So the torque actually outweighs the horsepower on this one, which is nice. Thing is gonna scream. Absolutely scream, guys. Carbon fiber drive shaft. There we go. Jeez, I hate that menu lag sometimes. Race diff. And now that we got all that done and good to go, we can do wheels and tires, and then we can pretty much be good to go with this thing. Street tires. Those will definitely help us out a little bit. And then for the front tire width, we're going to bump it up all the way to 225s. Bump it up all the way to a 225, like a 225 is something ridiculously wide. 225s in the rear as well. And for wheels, we're going to go with... Oh god, we must. We absolutely must. Or these. I'm not trying to build any kind of, like, ridiculously nice show car here. It's just going to be... I feel like it's going to be a drift car, but it's going to be a really silly drift car. So now, I'm going to bump up the size a little bit. How... Oh, my God. Why not? A really silly drift car with, I guess, small amounts of rice kind of thrown in there. And now, I'm going to go ahead and leave the garage. And once we get out of the garage, we're going to slam this thing to the ground and get some gnarly steering angle out of it. So let's see. Cars. Tune car. And let's see. Alignment. Well, we'll actually add a little bit more negative camber in the front. And for the springs, we will drop the ride height all the way down. And for the diff, we're going to bump everything up to 100%. And now, let's see what that looks like. You can see it drop. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Thing is totally slammed. You get a little bit of extra steering angle. Yeah, that's a good bit, actually. That'll help us out. Alright, let's see what this thing can do. The roads are wet, but still. Well, one thing's for sure, it's got no traction at all. And it's surprisingly balanced. It actually likes to recover from pretty big angle really nicely, actually. And if you... that was kind of bad, but if you pick your line, then it doesn't really have that much of an issue going there. Which is normally a big deal when you convert a front-wheel drive car to rear-wheel drive, especially for the purpose of drifting. They don't sometimes like to follow the line that you want them to follow, but this one, it's got some really nice dynamics to it. I'm pleasantly surprised. Throw it into the corner. Uh-oh. Keeping the revs up. Recover. Trying to recover from that angle, and it didn't really want to, but I ended up bringing it back. Come on. Staying up in the top of third gear. Ooh, that was bad. Okay. I can see where we're having to, where we're gonna have to kind of fix the setup a little bit on this car. Right to the inside. Transitioning over to the right. Come on. Gonna take out everything. And just, you know, gonna bang off the limiter in third for a little while. No big deal until we ram into the front of a Mercedes, what I believe is A-Class. Not Forza A-Class, but actually a Mercedes A-Class. Come on, I think I'm gonna head back this way. Come on. Keeping the back end of the car out. Little bit of E-brake sliding. And, again, back to the limiter in third. That's where this car likes to stay, at the limiter. Or I should say this engine, because it's not the stock engine. Hello, Volkswagen Fox and Kia, which... I don't know, honestly, I feel like on one hand you could say that that was my fault, but on the other hand you could say that they got in my way. Or at least I could say that. Let me make us a couple of setup changes real quick. Because I feel like this thing needs it. Let's see. Bump up the front caster just a little bit. And toe the front slightly out. Rear, we're going to give it just a little bit of negative. And let's see if that helps at all. It's kind of a conservative setup change, but we'll see again, like I said, if it helps at all. Wow, it actually feels like it kind of did. It's actually a lot more responsive at angle right now. Like mid-drift. Oh yeah, much better. There we go, there we go, there we go. Transitioning back to the right. Well, not even transitioning, just keeping the slide going. Excuse me, Volkswagen Fox. Drift car in progress, or under construction, or setup under construction here. And I have to admit, this thing is doing all right for itself. It really is. Maintaining angle. Oh, yeah. And it's funny because with this setup now, it's not sketchy at all. It's actually a really easy car to drift. Really, you just gotta put the power down and go. I do feel like I'm really glad that I went with the widest tires I could for this thing, because I feel like if I didn't, it would be a lot sketchier. But I think the 225s with this setup work really, really nicely. We drift around this M5. And we kind of can, but we're also going to go slightly into a garden. It's alright. Garden didn't really need those bushes anyway. Or trees, or bench for that matter. I think the extra steering angle that the rally suspension gives us is really helping. But I also, not a bad score. Could have done a lot better, but that's not a bad score. Especially for not really even paying attention to the score whatsoever. I feel like in a minute I want to try a couple of like more stunt-style drifts. Get some 360s going, or at least if this thing can do them. At least see if this thing can do them. It's a really easy car to inertia slide, which is kind of interesting because it's not the type of car that you would assume would be good at that, but it is. We initiated it way too early, or not even way too early, way too late. We're gonna try that again. Come on. Gotta nail this 360 this time. Hopefully that was early enough. Alright, go, go, go. There you go. Not bad. Not bad. This thing can 360 alright. Oh, good grief, X5M. That was right in front of me. Typical BMW driver. Not to insult any BMW driving subscribers. Not whatsoever. I'm sure you guys are good to go. Just the BMW drivers in Forza. And the occasional BMW driver on the motorway. But none of you guys. Nah, you guys are good to go. Oh, dear God, don't hit me. Ooh, a little bit too much. Little bit too much angle on that one. I wonder how this thing will do 90s. Or if it likes them at all. You know what? I feel like it kind of might. It kind of might, because I have a lot of cars that I know would definitely spin out at that amount of angle. Ah, that was just terrible. That I tried to do it mid-drift and it just screwed up completely. But we're going to try it one more time and see what we can get out of it. Alright, get set up for it. Come on! Jeez, one more try then. Man, 90s are a little bit more difficult in this thing than I thought they'd be. Doing a basic slide right here, and then in the next corner we'll try that 90 again. Not bad. Not bad. It can do it. You just have to get the car right into that right spot, and then it'll do it for you. But it's really easy to recover it, though. Really easy. And spin it around. Not exactly perfectly parked, but if you guys enjoyed this drift build, then don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.